Hello, I'm Llewellyn King, the host of White House Chronicle, which is coming right up. But first, a few thoughts of my own. I've just finished reading a book that I enjoyed a lot, but which I did not plan to read. In fact, most of the books I have enjoyed in my life have been books I did not plan to read. I'm a great believer in what I think of as eclectic reading. Read the book you pick up. Read the only book that seems of interest to you in the airport. Young people often come to me and say, could I have a reading list? And I say, oh, go and read the cereal box in the morning if you eat cereal. Read something. But reading list, that's sort of a conformity to that. The great and marvelous thing about reading is that you can find a place you never knew existed. You can find a land that was outside of your imagination. The book I've just finished reading is not one that you would think fits in the land outside the imagination. It's the autobiography of Ted Turner, who founded CNN. But he is a man outside of the normal imagination. He is an extraordinary man, and his story is extraordinary. He had energy beyond belief. He started, fortunately, with a small company in outdoor advertising, which his father left to him, and he became head of it at 24, and he became one of the world's great deep-sea sailors, clearly one of the less successful men in marriage, although he married some very interesting people. But don't buy the book because you think you're going to get Jane Fonda in unguarded moments. He's not like that. He doesn't kiss and tell. He refers or infers that he kisses, but not that he tells. But he does tell us something about how businesses go if the right person is behind them, outside of the trajectory, outside of expectation. Turner, in this book, as he comes out, is a man who had to start his own companies, had to own them, didn't fit in with other people, was always being fined and suspended when he was the proprietor of the football team, the Braves, in Atlanta. Yes. Now, I would not know as much about Turner, although I'm in the news business. I've never been that interested in him. I thought of him as loud and overbearing. Now I think of him as one of the great delights of the times, particularly a little technique he has, where he has people who occur in the narrative writing contradictory things which he puts right there in the book. And I loved the bits about how he negotiated. One fellow said, at the height of his presentation, he jumped on the desk. And another one said he was crawling around the floor saying, whose shoes should I lick? You've got to love a man like that. And you've got to love a man who has the temerity to put it in a book. Don't go for the reading list. Go for the book. If you don't like it, junk it and try another book. There's great adventure in books, as there's great adventure in people like Ted Turner. And I hope there's great adventure on this program today, when I'm going to be talking with a very interesting man about a book he has written about the Middle East, or particularly about Iran. Quite a different kind of book, with a different point of view. We'll be right back.
White House Chronicle is produced in collaboration with WHUT, Howard University Television.